Hi. Do you know that you are cringe? Do you know that I'm also cringe? Do you know that everybody else in the world is also cringe? Well, we're here today to finally embrace it. We're gonna become cringe, embrace the cringe, and therefore become happy. I actually really like all these embrace cringe, become cringe memes because honestly it's true. If you would like to do things you like, if you wanna be who you wanna be, you gotta become cringe. Some of the people are not overly judgmental, insecure, or doubtful towards themselves, but the thing is, most of us are, and I'm one of them. And that's why we cringe. We cringe when we do something, or content, or art, whatever it is for you. There might be many reasons why we feel this way, and today honestly I don't want to go deep into the psychological part of it. If you're interested, I think one of the best videos about it is made by Dr. K, and he explained it really well in his video that you can watch. I want to talk to you about a different thing: content cringe. This is the topic that was bothering me for quite some time now. The reason why I decided to discuss it with you today actually happened recently. So I was reading the book that my friend gave to me for my birthday. It's called 100 Essays that gonna change your life. So one of the chapters had a question, and the question was, what would you do if you knew that no one would judge you? It's not like I've never asked myself this question. It's not like it's super original or anything, but for some reason this time it really stood out for me. I asked myself, what would I be doing if I knew that no one is judging me? And why is it different from what I'm already doing? Well, now if you're interested, I think you can pause the video for a second, take a piece of paper and a pen and write some of the things for yourself. To me, I found out that the list was actually pretty big. After I graduated college, I got all the honors. I was so happy. I was like, wow, I've been doing graphic design for 5 years, basically all the time after high school, and during the high school I spent on progressing into my career, in the art career. Wow, it's so cool, so interesting, I'm so passionate about it, aren't I? But honestly, if my mental health had a GPA at that time, it would probably be 1. Even though I graduated school really well and got really good grades, I wasn't really in a good place mentally. What I decided to do is to slow down a little bit, and maybe, I think it's common that students often take breaks after they finish universities. So that's what I decided to do. While I was taking a break, I was focusing on fixing what I was taking for granted before and just trying to find a balance back with myself. Meanwhile, I was thinking about what I want to do in life, because being burned out after university is quite a scary feeling. It feels like everything you were doing in your life, everything you liked, doesn't make you feel happy anymore. I started thinking, what do I like? Even during college, I was writing music, so I was like, wow, I want to focus more on my music career. I want to start sharing more covers or more YouTube videos, more vlogs, and then boom, I couldn't. I was like, what? I couldn't? Huh? Like what? I have time now. I have ideas to do. Like, I have all the basic stuff I want. It's time to do some fun content, like I always wanted, and then I couldn't. The fact that I couldn't do that made me question, why can't I do this? Why do I feel so awkward? Why does it make me feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing? And I realized that when I watch my videos, I cringe. Where is that feeling of cringe coming from? The reason number 1, when we're not comfortable with what we are doing, when we're not confident in our skills, if it's something new for us, we're gonna be bad at it. Wow! And that's why when you look at your videos, you think that it's cringe, just because you are cringe at this moment, because you're so awkward, you have no skills, you have no practice. It's totally okay to be bad at something you start. Everybody, when they start something, they're very bad at it. When I was reading about this on Reddit, of course, where else will you go? I found a great comment by the guy. I think his username is deleted now, but he said that when Mr. Beast started making his videos, they were cringe. And when PewDiePie started his videos, they were cringe. The thing number 1 that I figured for myself is that I should practice. I made so many vlogs and so many videos that I actually never posted. I was like, okay, if I cringe, I'll be cringe. It took me a while to actually be okay with filming, especially in public. For some reason, when I'm with someone, I have no problems filming us, but if I'm alone, I can't just take on my camera and go, no, this is the street, even though I really want to. And it's different with pictures because I don't mind taking pictures, but with videos, it's a little bit more tricky. The solution number one to kill the cringe. No, we don't kill it, we embrace it. To embrace the cringe is to practice. Practice doing what you like. If you like making vlogs, make vlogs. Just make it and keep it for yourself. If you think that your song is very, very bad, just make it, save it. I recommend to still post it because there will be still people who will enjoy your style and your personal approach. But if you feel like you can't, honestly, I understand. It's really hard to pressure yourself. So next solution, how to embrace the cringe, is to ask yourself, when you see someone on the street taking a video or taking a picture, or if you see someone trying their best, being super, super passionate about music and trying to make their SoundCloud songs and sharing them, how often would you really judge them? How often would you come to be like, you're trash? How dare you being passionate and so bad about something? How often would you see a person making sketches in their notebook and come to them and be like, you're so bad at drawing, you should stop right now, this is awful, don't even try. Honestly, let's be real here, you probably would not. You probably would never say that. If you see someone on the street making a video, if you see someone drawing anime, you'll be like, wow, good luck, you're doing great, you're putting an effort into something you enjoy, and you're trying. The first thought that comes to my mind is that I actually admire that. I admire that they have enough courage to do what they like, to do something they're passionate about. I don't think any of us will feel like, oh, we should make fun of them, or we should humiliate them, or we should make them feel miserable. Then why do you make fun of yourself? Or why do you humiliate yourself? Be like, oh my god, I'm so bad at this. So that made me think that next time when I do something and I feel very, very bad about myself because I'm not as good as I wish I was, or the results are not as good as I wish they were, I don't make fun of myself. I don't judge myself for this. I remind myself that I'm just a person who's very passionate and they're trying their best. And right now, my skill level is here. But if I keep trying, I'll improve. If I don't keep trying and just think like, oh, I'm cringe, this is all bad, I shouldn't be doing that, then I'll never improve, right? And I'll feel really bad. You know what? I'm not afraid to be cringe. I'm afraid to be 40 and realize that I had so many opportunities in life that I actually didn't take because I was too worried about what other people will think. I'm afraid to realize that I'm old and I spend all my life thinking about what other people are thinking about me and not doing what I actually enjoy doing. I think that feeling of disappointment and that feeling of helplessness is so much scarier than the feeling that someone can say, you're trash. You might be trash, but the trash can, not trash cannot. I just realized that I actually forgot to let you know what I'm doing. So because we're talking about cringe today, I'm painting something that will help us embrace it. This is going to be my personal reminder that I'm cringe and it's okay. This will help you embrace the cringe as well. To be fair, what is the worst that can happen? Okay, I understand it's very, very scary. Let's say you want to be reviewing underwear on YouTube. Like, you're very passionate about collecting underwear and you really want to do it, but you're so afraid because people think you cringe. Oh my god, is he a pervert? He likes underwear? Oh my god, like what is he doing there? But like, let's think about it. What is the worst that can happen? Maybe your friend will see the video and they'll think you're weird. Most likely, the worst thing that will happen is some mean comments. Or maybe, okay, maybe realistically you will lose 1 or 2 friends. When I was a teenager and I was starting my Instagram, I was posting pictures of me traveling and I was very passionate about doing Instagram. I remember one of my classmates coming to me and he asked me, oh my god, I saw your Instagram, are you a blogger now? For some reason, I felt so ashamed. I knew that I didn't do anything wrong. I was just writing about my travels. I was just making small videos about where I've been. When he asked me that way, I felt so embarrassed that I just couldn't say yes. I kind of laughed it off and I was like, oh my god, no. Like what? Like, I'm not cringe. Right now I understand that it should be the reddest flag of all the red flags if your friend says in that kind of manner about anything you do, anything you're passionate of. If when you share it, they're like, oh my god, what are you doing? my god, who are you, a rapper now? Esport gamer? Like, it could be anything. Or you a businessman? Make a business in life. If you hear anything like that from your friend, that should be a sign to leave, to never talk to that person ever again, because they are toxic. If someone would tell me that right now, first of all, I wouldn't be ashamed of what I'm doing. I'm proud of it. Like, yes, I'm passionate in making videos on YouTube. I want to talk to people about things that I'm interested in. And in the beginning of my journey, it was very hard to do. Sometimes I feel very anxious. These are just all human feelings. You know, now it makes more sense to me that when people are trying to discourage us, it's sometimes because they're envious. They're envious that you found enough courage in yourself to do the things that you want to do even though you're not amazing at it. But how else are you going to be amazing at it if you're not doing it? Just because they learn to be so judgmental about others, they are so afraid to be judged. And that's why they're trying to discourage you as well. So now, which green paint should I use? I don't know. I have so many green paints. I think I'm gonna use deep green. Wait a second before I continue our conversation, because this is always a very stressful moment. With acrylics, the thing is that you can't really erase anything. So now let's go back to our conversation. If anybody makes fun of you, you should just remember that you're already one step ahead, right? Because unlike them, you're actually trying and you're doing something. And you're brave enough to try and fail and then try again and fail and try again. Eventually, that will just lead you to success. That makes you brave enough to take responsibility in your own hands. You're not trying to explain your lack of action by, oh, I just don't want to be cringe. Or like, oh, well, I don't want the world to judge me. You're not doing that, right? You're embracing it and you're moving forward. You're trying and trying and trying until you get what you want. And you know, when I just moved to Canada, I actually didn't speak English that well, though I was able to understand almost everything. Sometimes my brain would just forget very easy words because, you know, I didn't have enough practice. But when you live in a country, you kind of have to order food, you kind of have to make friends, you kind of have to do some like official government stuff. So even if you feel very, very embarrassed, you still talk, right? You still have to talk. Eventually, I just realized that I don't even think about my language skills or anything like that anymore. I just speak. Like, I know I still have accent, and sometimes I still forget words. I don't feel like it's cringe anymore because I just did it so much that it became normal. It's gonna be exactly the same with anything you do. It's honestly very stupid advice, just start doing it, but it's the best advice as well. So trust me, I promise you 1,000 bajillion milli-thousand %, the more you try, the better you will feel about it. Maybe your first 10 videos are gonna be bad and cringe, and then the next 10 videos are gonna be bad and cringe, even though right now I have like, I don't know, 100 followers, right? It doesn't matter. I'll put as much effort as I can just because it's meaningful for me enough. I'm not gonna try later, if I ever have 10,000 like bajillion followers, I'm gonna try. No, even now, for those 10 people who will watch me, I'm gonna try my best. So what would you do if you knew that no one is judging you? I would be making videos where I talk about things that I care. I would make more music and share more music without thinking that it's not good enough. And of course, there will be days when you'll judge yourself a lot, right? You'll still feel like, oh my god, why am I even doing this? This is bad and I don't get any results and I don't even know, people are making fun of me or people will make fun of me because I'm wasting my time on this thing that they don't do. And the days like that, you know what I do? I fake it. I tell myself, what is the person I want to be? I tell myself, okay, I'll fake it. I'm gonna be that person without actually being that person. Because by faking it, you already get the practice you need. You're actually doing the thing you want to do. So next time you feel like you can't find energy in yourself, or like you feel very doubtful, or you feel very, very unhappy with everything, just fake it. Just fake the confidence, fake the desire to do the thing, and trust me, it will pay off. So you see, my frog is getting together. I'll come back when it's done. Are you ready to see the result? Ta-da! So it's a little bit ugly because I was kind of rushing. This now goes on my wall and this will be a good reminder. I think it turned out great, actually. You know what? I think it's great. Cringe and Happy. Oh my god. Among the flowers, it looks amazing. I think we had quite a nice talk today. I'm very thankful you joined me. I hope you feel a little bit better about yourself now. Let's keep trying our best. Oh yeah, and of course, don't forget to do all this YouTuber stuff that you have to do. Send this to a friend and subscribe and like and all the other things. I'll see you next time.